Now another case. Okay. So this time I have seen that when you have started the stopwatch, at that time already you have covered 10 meter from the origin. Okay. Already you have covered 10 meter from the origin. And after that what have you seen? After 1 minute you have covered 50 meter. After 2 minutes you have covered 80 meter. After 3 minutes you have covered 100 meter. After 4 minutes you have covered 110 meter. After 5 minutes you have already covered 110 meter. And from the origin your destination is just 110 meter apart. Okay, so you are waiting there. Now let us plot this 5 minutes, this situation, or this time, the relation between distance and time for this case. Okay, so let us try to plot it again along x-axis, independent quantity, that is a t, and t is in minute. Along y-axis, d, distance is in meter. Now I need to fit the graph properly. That's why I need to plot it properly so that the entire graph is okay. So this is the origin 0, 0 and time till 5. So let us write it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then it is going on so on. And 110 till 110. So let us do it plotting by, suppose this is 20 meter, 40 meter, 60 meter, 80 meter, 100 meter, 120 meter. So by this our data will be plotted. Okay. So first one is giving me the value as 0 and 10. So 0 and 10. So if here is 20 in between this point, this one is 10. So 0, 10 is this point. Okay. Now 1 minute you have covered as 50 meter. So 40, here is 50. Yes. So this one is 50. Now 2 minute 80 meter. So 2 minute 80 meter. 2 minute 80 meter. This is the point. Then 3 minute 100 meter. In 3 minutes you have covered 100 meter. Okay. So 100 meter. In 3 minutes you have covered 100 meter. In 4 minutes you have covered 110 meter. So this is 100. This is 120. So here is 110. So there is 110 meter. And in 5 minutes also you have covered it as 110 meter. So 5 minutes also you have covered it as 110 meter. So I have got all the points. Okay, so what is the graph? I need to join all the points. And this is the graph. Okay, so this graph is representing these datas. Okay, so what is it telling? Let us find it out. So first one, this is not parallel to time axis. Okay, before that I need to consider which kind of graph it is. This is the DT graph. Okay, here we are plotting distance time. Okay, and in this graph, this is not parallel to time axis. That is, this one is in motion. This graph represents body is in motion. Okay. Now, when we have told that the body is in motion, we need to consider, is it in uniform motion or it is in non-uniform motion. So who will tell that? The slope, definitely. Okay, and slope, how to find out? You can remember it, isn't it? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So I'm taking the first 2 points. Okay, so this one was 50, this one was 10. Okay, so I'm checking it. And first two cases I'm checking it. So 50 minus 10 and 1 minus 0 divided by 1 minus 0. That is 40 by 1. That is 40 meter per minute was the velocity at this part. Okay. And after this part, if I am checking these 2 points, at that time this one was 110. Okay. 110 and this one was 100. So if I am talking about these 2 points, okay, at that time y2 minus y1 will be my 110. It is 110 minus 100 divided by 4 minus 3. That is 10 by 1. That is 10 meter per minute. Now you can see that the slope are changing. What does it mean? Means slope of the dt graph gives us the speed. So speed is changing with respect to time. Okay. Now when speed is changing, body is not in uniform motion, isn't it? Now here speed is what? Increasing or decreasing? So when it started, at that time speed was 40 meter per minute. So for this case, and after that speed got less, the 10 meter per minute. That is, speed is decreasing. So this kind of graph, it is showing us, or the slope of the graph is telling us that this is a graph for a dt graph where it is showing that non-uniform motion, and here the speed is decreasing. Okay, thank you.